you're an e-commerce brand, you're not using TikTok shopping campaigns to make sales on your brand's website, you are missing out. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to set up this type of campaign, not to TikTok shop, but to your website, so to your Shopify store or whatever platform that you use, your content management system, to sell your products online. And this is a way that you can do that without having to worry about everything that comes along with TikTok shop. Maybe you're a brand that's not able to advertise or sell products via TikTok shop. This is the way you can do this right now. So the short answer is yes, you can run TikTok shopping campaigns to your website and you do not have to sell those products directly through TikTok shop. So this gives you the benefits of all the TikTok ad formats without actually having to deal with everything that comes along with TikTok shop. Reps, fees, etc. This is a game changer because it works perfectly for brands who want to control the entire customer experience from the time that they see your ad to the time they come to your landing page to you actually selling the product to them and fulfilling it. Because I know TikTok shop has pretty high fees as it comes to shipping and other things, and that could portray negatively on your brand. There's a lot of things that you can do. You could upsell, cross-sell, retarget, things that you can do with campaigns that run to TikTok shop, but you can also do all those same things with the campaigns that are running to your storefront online. And I'm going to show you how to set this up as quickly and as easily as possible. Okay, so I'm in TikTok Ads Manager now. You can't see, but up top above where my screen share is, there's going to be a little thing that says campaign. So I'm clicking on that. Inside campaigns, I'm going to click create in the top left corner. So your advertising objective is going to be sales, but instead of clicking TikTok shop, you're going to click website. You're just going to do a manual campaign for now is what I would start with. You can explore the other types of campaigns on your own. For a campaign name, I would just name it whatever your product's name is, and then sales, keep it easy. I have my own naming convention and so should you, but just for the sake of this video, that's what I'm going to say you should name it. Don't select any of these things. We're going to set the budget at the ad group level instead of at the campaign level, which this campaign budget optimization is. Ad group level, give it a simple name. I'm just going to name it ad group 1. You'd want to name it something a little more descriptive, like whatever your product's name is or whatever the targeting in the ad group is, but for the sake of this video, I'm not going to do that. So one necessary prerequisite here is you're going to want to make sure you have your TikTok pixels set up. I don't know if you have a Shopify store or whatever type of store you have, but there will be a process that you can find online and with TikTok's resources to be able to set up that pixel. For the optimization event, it's always going to be purchase. If you are an e-com brand, it would be something like lead if you were a lead generation business, but since this is a sales campaign, the optimization event is going to be purchase. You'd have to set up a leads campaign in order to make your optimization event a lead. For placements, I would do select placement. And typically I get rid of a lot of these other low quality placements and typically just run straight to TikTok instead of some of these other partner websites or platforms like Global App Bundle or Pangle. Under advanced settings, I would turn off allow video download unless you want to allow your competitors to actually download your ads. Your ads will still be uploaded to the ad library anyways, but typically I'll turn off downloads. For your audience targeting, I'm going to keep it very simple, but you can get very creative with this. Choose your location. If you want to pick a saved audience, maybe you want to do some sort of retargeting or create a lookalike audience, you would have to select saved audience, but for this, I'm going to leave that blank. We'll do United States because that's where we're advertising. We'll do all ages, all genders, language. I would just select English because that's where I'm advertising. In terms of spending power, also something you can decide. I typically keep this on all to keep it broad. Same thing here. Same thing with audience. You can include or exclude different audiences. Maybe you want to exclude people who have already purchased from you or already visited your website to keep this as cold as possible, or maybe you want to make it warm. Really whatever you want to do there. And then for interests and behaviors, you can put in additional targeting based on whatever industry you're in or whatever product you're selling. Not going to select anything there for now. You would obviously know what your audience is interested in, and you can select those things if you want to, or you can just keep it broad. For a daily budget, I'll typically set it at 50 at a bare minimum. Your time zone, you would want to make sure is aligned with wherever you're at or wherever your customers are at, more importantly. Optimization goal is always going to be conversion. Keep the attribution setting at the default there. We won't get into target CPA, but you could put that into place if you have a target cost per acquisition that you're thinking about, but that will limit the amount that your ad campaign spends. So I wouldn't recommend doing that, at least to start, until you find out what that CPA is for you. Gonna click continue. For an ad name, you obviously, like I said, would want to name this something unique as well so that you can identify it. Typically what I'll do is house all video creatives in Google Drive. I'll name them something in Google Drive, and then I'll name the ad name the same exact thing that it was named in Google Drive. So for this instance, I would turn off use TikTok account to deliver Spark ads, because we're not going to be running any Spark ads. Basically what a Spark ad is a TikTok post, or using posts from a TikTok account to run ads. So it's like using the existing account's posts. You can do this if you want to, but in this instance, I'm just uploading an MP4 to TikTok to run this ad. Something for you to definitely look into if you're interested in that, if you have a TikTok account that already has videos on there. For ad details, this is where you're going to add in your creative. So like I said, I had an MP4 that I had in mind. You can go to your library, just upload here. I had one on my desktop that I was just going to use for the sake of this video. But we have this video, just uploading it. Once it uploads, it'll show up here and you can confirm. For your ad text, so as opposed to other ad platforms, you only get 100 characters on TikTok. So what I would recommend is make this headline as strong as possible. Directly call out your audience, portray your offer, and why someone should purchase your offer and why should they purchase it right now. So strong headline, strong message, strong call to action, and try to do that in 100 characters. Most important out of those are the headline and the call to action, in my opinion. Headline is what people initially see when they're reading your ad text, and the call to action tells them what to do. So those two things are the most important. In terms of the actual call to action that you're selecting here, which is what this apply now link looks like right here, you would want this to be in alignment with what your actual goal is. So since this is a sales campaign, I would make it either order now, visit store, shop now. I'm trying to find shop now. Typically I use shop now. Order now is comes in a close second, but typically I would start with shop now. Nothing you need to do with interactive add-ons. For your website URL, this would be your landing page, so the product page that you want to drive to. So if you're advertising a specific product in the ad that you upload, you would want to make sure that that's in congruence with the actual landing page that you're driving to. I would select automatically add URL parameters here for tracking purposes, and then you can go through here as well. I would select this. Don't select this unless you actually do have AI generated content in there, which I do not in this instance, but if you do, please make sure to select that. And then for these, there's nothing that you need to select here. And then from there, you would just click publish all, and then your campaign would go live. And that's how you'd set it up. And that's it. Now you know how to set up a TikTok shopping campaign that advertises your products and drives people directly to your brand's website to convert them. So if you're just getting started and you don't have any videos or any new ads that you've filmed, what I would do is start with your organic posts, see which ones have performed the best on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok. Make sure it's a 9:16 because that's the format that you need to use for TikTok. Take the content that's already performing well, repurpose it to make it more like an ad with a hook, a message, a call to action. Typically what I'll see is just organic posts don't tend to perform well as ads unless they have those ad elements. So if you needed to do a refilming of an organic post that performed really well, make sure to add those necessary elements. After you add those elements, go through the process that I just showed you. Obviously you would need to have your TikTok account set up, your pixel set up. We're not going through that in this video, but this is assuming that you already do have those things set up. Upload creative. Set up your campaign at $50 a day, let it go, test it for like a week and kind of see what happens and go from there. And what I'll say is if you have a strong offer and you're already making sales organically, it's more likely that when you start running paid ads to colder audiences, you're going to be making sales that way as well. Make sure your offer is dialed in first and foremost before you do anything. So I told you what daily budget I recommended, and I just posted a video recently of why I recommend that daily budget of $50 per day and the necessary prerequisites that need to be in place before you start running your first paid ads campaign. So if you're a new advertiser or just getting started with TikTok ads or any ad platform, definitely check out that video so you know why you should be starting at $50 per day and how to scale from there. Thanks so much. Get after it.